Hello everybody, Squad Top Ticket Man here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Got two tickets here. Hopefully one of them's the ticket to getting out of that. Bingo card here, top prize $50,000. Cash for life, $1,000 a week. That'd be sweet. Let's get going here. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. So far so good over here. A little bit later than I thought I'd start over here. I have a confession to make. Yesterday we were talking about Butcherson. And I mentioned I'd only seen one episode. I've seen like 5 episodes of it. Okay, I've seen a few episodes of it. And it was starting to eat at me yesterday because I just want to be truthful with everybody on here because it's a pretty good show. It's a pretty good show. So yeah, I've seen like maybe like 4 or 5, maybe 6 episodes of it. But it's well done, well casted. A lot of people on that show are easy on the eyes. And yeah, it's just the plot, like it really gets you. It gets you after a while. But anyways, I wanted to move on from that. I was thinking yesterday, I was up for my walk, I was thinking, and it's like, there's TV shows, again, we're being honest here, there's TV shows that are generally geared towards women. And there's TV shows that are generally geared towards men. I'm like, well, what shows are like really geared towards men? And there's obvious ones, there's like sports. There's sports, but then also men can kind of live vicariously through the players on the ice. So there's sports that are obviously that are there. And I was thinking too, like there's comedy. Because like every guy wants to be funny. Like no guy wants to meet somebody and the takeaway from the first impression is like, wow, he was really not funny at all. But then again, sometimes people think that they're funny and it's not funny at all. But just the idea was just no effect. If you were to graph the level of humor or comedic value, for really just going straight to where the business is, comedic value, they'd be like, it's a 0 out of 10. Like it's at the beginning. If we were to put that on the chart of like how funny they were, they'd be like, yeah, it's kind of down here. It's actually exactly right here, where there's nothing. There's no response. No response at all. So, no sports, and then we have comedy. Those are the two that I would probably quite easily I would check those boxes that they're in there. And I was trying to think, so you're on Netflix, you're scrolling around, you're just like, what I was on here, it was kind of like a guy show. But like, I don't know if it's on Netflix, to be honest. But is that, I remember years ago there was that show, Mad Men. And like a lot of dudes like that show. And I was thinking about that show. I was like, just the idea of men. I think I said a couple of days ago, like, men just want to be, actually it was yesterday, men just want to be appreciated. Like that's a big thing. Like women want to feel safe and secure, men want to feel appreciated. And I was thinking with Mad Men, I'm like, there's that era of the marketing, the advertising guys, where like they're all in the suits, and it's like, they're, smoking and drinking all the time, and there's all these chicks around. But like the men are like really in charge in that show. I totally, yeah, men are like totally in charge in that show, and it makes them feel important. So the idea that like men want to feel appreciated, like there's kind of like a second branch to that where like they want to feel important too. They want to feel like what they brought to the table was like not just value, but just like irreplaceable value. The idea like they're the guy, that could do it. So the Mad Men. Like the main guy, I can't remember what the main guy's called. I'm not sure what the main guy's called, but he's basically in commercials now. I think it was kind of funny when you think about it, because he's on this massive show and then he's on like a travel commercial. I just don't understand too. Not just on the topic for a second, just on the topic of smoking. It's like it's funny how like the whole life the kids growing up like don't smoke, smoking's bad, and then they got this show and it's like they glamorize it, they make it look like it's awesome and you're cool if you're doing this. And then it's like no one says anything about it. It's like, oh, it's part of the era. It's part of the era. It's just like that's what it was. And it's like, yeah, maybe, but like, it kind of shining a pretty huge light on it. And when people see this stuff, and it's like, they look at it and they're like, oh, that's cool. Don Draper, I think his name was Don Draper in the show. Don Draper. But just it's one of those things. Like, are there companies behind some of these shows where they're just like, well, we can't advertise. But maybe we can just make a show that makes it look cool. And then we'll see what happens to the stock price. Maybe. Something to think about, at least. But anyways, we're back with these shows. It's just they make men like seems super important on it, and it's like that's gonna get people into the idea. Like that's what they want to do. Just off the cuff, I'm trying to think of some other shows that are kind of going on. Oh man, Monster Garage. If anyone remembers that, that's an awesome theme song. Jesse James building these cool cars because that was kind of the spin-off of Pimp My Ride with the exhibit. That was pretty cool. That was a cool show where they take these cars and they make them look, they basically take someone's car and make it like super awesome, basically undrivable when you really got down to it. So it was kind of counterintuitive. You think you're yo-dogging it by making your car like your ultimate car, but by making it the ultimate car, you kind of stop making it a car altogether. Just saying. It's kind of like how your smartphone these days is like so smart that it's barely a phone at all. You can still call people. The idea with that too, not to get on a tangent here, but the idea with your smartphone, it's so smart that it doesn't take too much effort to actually sidestep your what is it, like your actual phone company altogether, because you don't even need a phone plan anymore. You just need access to, and I'm using my words wisely here. You just need access to data. You don't actually need a data plan on your phone. Like if you need a library or McDonald's or Starbucks or something like that has free Wi-Fi, I understand they're going to be combing through all your data. This isn't tinfoil hat stuff. They're just going to be going through all your data that you're using your phone for. But you actually don't even need a phone plan to use a phone these days, because you can just use WhatsApp, or you just use your Facebook or Instagram. You call people on Instagram. You can see a pretty face too. Anyways, back with the idea with the TV shows for men. Kind of a little sidetrack there. Yeah, there's definitely some shows. Monster Garage was pretty cool, but it made the guy look like the guy that could do all the stuff and build things, and kind of, not that he say that he's the hero, but just the idea where like he's super valued on the show. Like he's the only person that can kind of do it. So yeah, there's some shows that are definitely for men. Oh, and then this was like the best and the worst at the same time, but it was self-aware. If anybody remembers, I do believe it was Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla, The Man Show. If you remember that and you're watching this, number one, you're my people. Number two, as in the comedy, the comic element of that show. Not that we took that show seriously, because it definitely was self-aware, it was funny. But just number two, just like some of the things that we probably have in common with like our generation and stuff like that. But yeah, The Man Show was pretty funny. They went. The thing too, they got Cindy Crawford, who definitely going up. She was a looker. She was definitely a looker when we were growing up. They got Cindy Crawford on a trampoline, because at the end of the show they would end with women on trampolines, and they thought it was pretty funny. Well, we're at the end of the bingo card here. We could have used a 4. We could have used a 6. Could have used a 4 and a 6. We could have used an 8. We could have used a 21. We were pretty close on this. I realized too, if you get any of these numbers in the black boxes, then you instantly get $15. That would be sweet. Not looking good on bingo today though. That's okay. That's okay. It's a Tuesday with day 2. Reminder, like and subscribe if you want to help support the channel. Appreciate that. We're slowly climbing up here on subscribers. I think we're at 8 now. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good for a silly old little channel where someone's trying to chase the hope and dream of getting out of life. Okay, back to Cash for Life. $1,000 a week. Pretty good. Still wondering what $1,000 is going to be like in another 20, 30 years. I think my health's pretty good. I think it's good enough that I can get another 20 years out of this. Out of this old clunker. It's funny. I put some shorts out. I had put a short up. We're talking about inflation, and it's interesting because on my end, on the YouTube end, I can see the likes versus the dislikes, and there's a lot of likes on that one, like on my end compared to dislikes. That being said, I think it's really funny when people dislike some of these things. It's like, you don't have to dislike it. You can not agree with it, but you don't have to dislike it. Oh, that game 3 is like the big one. You're really hoping game 3 you can do something. You can do some damage. Okay, game 4 here. But yeah, I appreciate everybody liking and subscribing to the channel. Oh, 40, 40, 30, 30, life. Oh, that's a pinky toe to the side of the coffee table, that one. 20, 20, 30, 30, life. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is mocking me now that it's giving me these types of, on the boxes here. 40. I don't think we've won in a while. I think the last time we got like 1 line on that bingo card. Maybe I should go back to the guy at the gas station actually choosing the cards for me. 0. Goose eggs on this. A little quick happy scratch. Okay, so nothing on bingo, nothing on Cash for Life today. It's just Tuesday. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow that things could turn around. That's what I don't think that's what Annie said. I think Annie was actually in a pretty sweet spot actually in life by the time she was singing that song. But that's okay. That's okay. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully everyone has a good rest of the Tuesday. All right. See you in the next one. Good luck at it.